Is she gone? Where's Miguel? Hey, I'm Miguel. I can do this. Whee!
Every year at the carnival.
Perfect take every time is impossible. No one is at their best every day. So we get some people who take longer to record stuff. Some videos are more complicated than others. For instance, the demo number 5 was just one shot and it took like 6 minutes or something. We were lucky. We got to do it at second or third take or something, but we had to rehearse like 1,000 times. So perfect takes is not something that really exists, and we still keep some bloopers. Some of the funniest ones are from our first recording of the Clocktown Choir. They're hilarious and they're horrible, and they're sort of a good reminder of how far we got, because it's really atrocious. We actually lost some of the bloopers along the way. Not everything was recorded, and some things were recorded but not kept. A bit of the Majora's curse. Yeah, that's related to the first recordings of the Clocktown Choir. We tried recording the choir in a room. We had about 10 people or something, but we don't have the means to record everyone wearing headphones and listening to what they are singing and the backing track. So the choir was low in pitch most of the time. We didn't have time to rehearse, so it was awful. And we quickly realized that we had to record everyone separately. And we wanted to simulate a big choir. So for the Deco Palace demo, we did 2 people per voice, and we had the same person sing 3 times. So in the end, you have a pretty strong sound. For the Clocktown Choir demo, because it was a bit longer, we recorded each person twice instead of 3 times. But this is really a poor man's solution, because we can't afford to record an actual choir. The monkey in the video is one thing, the monkey in the opera is another one. He doesn't die, it's not censored death or anything. It was just a way to create more impact for the demo on the internet. On the opera, the monkey is on stage for quite some time. But most of the great things that happen are convenience, so the noise of the monkey falling in the water was just perfect for us to cut the demo at that point, where it becomes kind of a single, like a 2-minute punk rock song. It creates an impact, and most of the comments at the time were about that, were about the monkey falling in the water, so I think the impact was quite good. The opera is in chronological order, but the demos are not. So we just released demos when they were ready, basically. But Miguel's idea was always to have one act for each day. So the opera is like a continuum. One number flows into another. There isn't really a separation. So you get things happening within that time frame, and we don't respect that at all. For the demos, Pamela's demo, it's something that's from the 3rd act. It was one of the first demos to be released, simply because we found the singer quite early on. Opera is basically theater where music is the most important thing, but composers, since the very early days of opera, have tried to make it look like the singer is actually talking, and there was a thing called recitative.
marcher à l'abri.
Ah, vicina c'è la fille, allora, il tuo frappo a cane, che già sono se brigà, se volete lui.
Profitez du départ de mon père. Chérie, veuillez céder.
Merci, au ange tutélaire, à demain soir, à demain.
Effrayée, je me sens tout émue.
But the romantic composers, some of them started using actually the singers talking. For instance, Carmen, the original version of the opera, has dialogues in between the music.
En voilà assez! Je t'ai dit qu'il fallait venir et tu viendras! Je suis le chef!
Je n'obéirai pas.
Carmen! Ah, je vous en prie! Des personnes si distinguées!
Attends, toi, tu vas voir. Amoureuse. Amoureuse.
Oh, ce n'est pas une raison, cela! Moi aussi, je suis amoureux! Et ça ne m'empêche pas de me rendre utile!
Je ne t'ai jamais vu comme cela. Qui attends-tu donc?
Ce soldat qui était en prison?
Oui?
Il aura peur!
It's just dialogues. There's no background music, nothing. So anything can happen in the 20th century. Then all the rules went out the window. So the Majora will have some dialogue, but like I said, the focus is always on music. So there's like 1% of talking. It's almost nothing. Is that good enough? It was just a creative choice and not something that will be in the end product. The end product. Fuck. Are they gone? Is it safe? The hills are alive with the sound.